God bless y'all. Yahshua loves you. We are reporting alive once again from the VIP view, and I'm here with the brother, the author, Lyndon Mason. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. This is your book. You wrote this. God bless y'all. Yahshua loves you. We are reporting alive once again from the VIP view, and I'm here with the brother, the author, Lyndon Mason. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. This is your book. You wrote this.
Yes.
Okay. Are you eating and drinking? Tell us about this. First, tell us. Because books is always intriguing to me, because it's hard for me to sit down and write. Okay, raps, poems, I could do because it's not so long term. But this is something like you had to like really day after day put something together. Like, what's that? Like, how did you do that?
Okay. Well, definitely it's all credit to the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
And I never knew the value, the importance of the Holy Spirit and His role. And for Jesus to die on the cross, He gave us the Holy Spirit to guide us all truth. Mm-hmm. So this book is pretty much a collection of all the information, the knowledge and wisdom that He's passed on to me over the years, waking me up in the middle of the night, taking down scriptures. And God always showed me that He uses metaphors and parables to give us a deeper meaning.
Right.
And the reason why the book is titled Are You Eating and Drinking? It really means fellowship.
Okay.
And as we dive through the scriptures, I'll just give you a brief journey. God said, don't eat pig in the Old Testament. But when we look deep down, it means don't associate with the Gentiles because they're filthy, they're adulterous, and they worship other gods. So now when Jesus broke that barrier by making an appeal to the Samaritan woman at the well, or the Canaanite woman who was begging to have Him cast out the demon from her daughter, He was breaking that gap. And He's saying that all people, both Jew and Gentile, can fellowship. So then when He says, you need to eat my flesh and drink my blood, it means now we can be intimate. We can fellowship together.
Metaphor. Don't mean it don't mean that. Like people say, sometimes people they on the internet, people like to argue. I don't argue because the word says don't argue, and don't get into this foolish back and forth that only leads to more ungodliness and leads to more strife and more stuff. But people be like, and I know they're older than me, more intelligent than me. Yes. They're like, oh, does that mean we're supposed to eat cannibalism? I'm like, are y'all serious? And I used to get caught up, but now I just like, okay, everybody is not on the same. You could be different ages, but it don't mean you're on the same level of understanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So are you eating and drinking? You're saying it has to do with basically like your relationship?
Right.
Okay, so when did you start having a relationship with God?
Well, it dates back to 1995.
95.
I was with the wrong crowd. I was going to Boston University, and my roommates were drug dealers. And you lose.
That's how they was paying their tuition, I guess.
Well, you lose sense of good judgment because you have emotional ties with your friends, and you don't want them to get in trouble.
Yes.
So then you don't know how to make a right decision. And I got caught up. I wasn't getting paid. I just did it for the wrong reasons. But long story short, there was a gun involved, and when the undercover cops came to the car, they took us out. They looked at our IDs. It looked like it was over. There was a gun underneath the seat, and long story short, they never found the gun.
Whoa.
And so then God was starting to talk to me, and mercy, and it seemed impossible that I would graduate from Boston University, but God made a way. And I didn't adhere to the so-called Christian lifestyle yet. I was walking, but now as I'm older, I look back. I said, someone had to have paid for me to get me out of that. and it was by God's grace. And so the journey is becoming like him. So he'll use certain situations and certain circumstances to have you shape and mold you into Christ. So if he's thrown in pits and he's rejected, you're going to go through that too.
Oh yeah. And you know what? When you said the emotional, because a lot of times I would get into stuff just trying to get my friends out of stuff.
Right.
So I'd be in all type of situations, and you know, like threatening situations, stuff where we got locked up for a lot of time, just because it's like, well, I'm with y'all doing this, I'm not gonna leave y'all, I'm gonna be loyal. And even though I know this is not really the best thing to be doing, but it's like wrong place, wrong time, and these is my peoples. So it's like, but in all those times, obviously I'm still here. Obviously I'm not locked up. So I know that was God's mercy, and just him, and to my people too, to them too, and him saying that I'm trying to shield you, I'm trying to protect you. And that's why a lot of times I pray for the youngins out here. A lot of times I just pray, Lord, show them mercy like you showed me, so that just shield them from some stuff that could happen to them until they get it. Because at a certain what you call it, maturity, you don't realize. So sometimes you just need that grace and that mercy. Now when you get older, you get a little more responsible. You know, I'll stay away from here, I'll stay away from there. You know, but that just, when you said that, it just like boom, like all those things were just like mercy, 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 mercy.
Yes.
And because God shows mercy on us, you know, side note, we should show mercy on others. But yeah, go ahead.
Yes, you know, it's movies we see like Into Deep is definitely like that. You lose a sense of judgment about it because you have emotional ties with that person, and Jesus definitely preached about seeking praise from other men. And if we're constantly trying to be validated, or we seek the approval of our peers, we're always going to take the wrong road.
Yes.
You have to know who you are, whose you are in Christ Jesus. So no matter what the world may say, you don't conform to their understanding. You let them know, this is where I stand. It's not because I think I'm better than you. Like you mentioned, it's a matter of protection.
Right.
It's a matter of being separate to him. So like the book also discusses about being concentrated. And when I heard about that, what does that mean? That's some biblical term that I don't understand. It just means to be separate to him. You have an intimate relationship. He's saying, listen, I'm be your shield and reward, but you can't hang out with every Tom, Dick, and Harry because it's contrary to what I think is best for you. And protect you. You need to not conform to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So when he starts teaching you through the Holy Spirit, you'll start to become like him, and then you realize, wow, he is a treasure.
And me, like growing up, like being a loner, I didn't understand it at first, but God was separating me for a purpose. And it's not just me, he's doing that to everybody. He's trying to get them to their purpose, their God-given purpose and their full potential. But the instant gratification of what your family may think, of what the hood may think, all that stuff is all in your head. But like, all my decisions is like, but if I do this, now what these 10 people up the block are going to say about me, and what they're going to say on social media, my family, my friends, if you got a girlfriend, you got a wife, you know, your kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's like me realizing, like, as I get older, that some things is like, God is like putting you over here. Moses, that's what just came out. Moses, he had to go away because he dealt with something the wrong way. God had to say, look, go over there, take a little time out. Now when you come back,
Ready.
he was ready, and he was still fighting. Look at this, fighting against the oppressor.
Yeah.
But now fighting it the way God says. That's funny because I was thinking about this last night. And he's basically going to Pharaoh saying, let my people go. Right? Going to the oppressor saying, let my people go. And the oppressor don't want to listen. And God is allowing him to harden his heart. But he's showing Moses through that I'm gonna show you how powerful I am. So now, whatever the people is saying, whatever your mother is saying, your daughter, son, they don't understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna, like Modern Soldier, this definitely on our itinerary to read this book.